Howdy, folks. It's your old pal CLG here again. Hey, another topic here. So let's take a look at this. Here's another receiver I have, Heathkit SB303. So let's take a look at the manual. Just download the manual. It's another gem. Heathkit did some really nice documentation back in the day, you know. SB303. DX100, I'm set on that. I have some really nice stuff on that. I mean, the guy gave me like paper manuals, just a stack of paperwork on that, so we don't need to look at that at this moment. Let's look at the 303. Okay, there it is. So I had a schematic, and then I have the actual user's manual from 1970. Look at this sucker. This thing's great. Here it is. This is the manuals they used to give you when you would buy stuff. You'd get that. I mean, they were awesome. This thing was a thick damn book, but you'd get these manuals on how to build this, and you would build this stuff. And look at these hand-drawn drawings of these parts. Like, this is amazing. I mean, the people who would draw these are just unreal. Because I do this, you know, I do drafting as a job, and it's all on the computer. I mean, you can draw this stuff crystal clear, just fantastic. But this is like, these hand-drawn things, just, there's a character about this, you know. But anyway, I'm an admirer of old manuals and stuff. Here it is. Look at this thing. This thing's just a beaut. The one I have, it looks really, really good. It's almost mint condition. So it's another receiver, another ham radio, you know, HF band. I don't know. I bought this thing, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it was working when I bought it. But once again, just like the DX100 and now the Hallicrafters receiver, they're just, you know, I have the equipment, but it's going to sit for a while. So the manual, I just wanted to, there's a lot in here. I wanted to just look at the operation of it. I mean, these things, these were kits that you built, and they explained every last frickin' detail. It goes from unboxing all the way to putting this thing together. But I got this receiver, and I'm not going to build it, but it's got everything in here. If you're going to buy a Heathkit and get a manual for it, I mean, I don't know what else, how much better you can do with these things. They're just amazing. You know, build a complex HF receiver from nothing. And anyway, whatever. So let's take a look at the operations page, because I have no idea how to operate it. You know, I kind of lost track with this old gear and what the hell to do. So me learning how to do this is kind of taking me back to when I used to know how to run this older equipment. It's different from today's stuff. Let's go to the operations page, page 130 real quick. So just as we scroll down to page 130, we're on, what are we on here? I got a ways to go, but I mean, when you bought a Heathkit, they would actually, it's a sketched, someone drew the circuit board, like the picture. So you'd pull out the circuit board, where are these parts go? It tells you exactly where they go. I mean, it's just, if you don't know what Heathkits are, I've never had one, this is the kind of instruction manual they would give you to put this radio together. You know, I mean, yeah, you know, it's too bad Heathkit's gone, but this is what you would get. Anyway, let's keep on scrolling. We get to the operations page, 130. I just get stuck on stuff, and it's like, wow. I built a couple small things from them, and look at this. Look at this, man. I've done exploded views in my drafting work and stuff, and I think I kind of learned about this from looking at these manuals, and of course, my training too, but I remember, you know, just the style of how this stuff looked. Looks like Romanesque text. Anyways, let's get back. Come on, Doug, shut up. Okay, look at this 3D. Oh, okay, I gotta calm down. This stuff really just gets me going. It's so cool. Okay, let's go to the operations page real quick here. Finally made it to installation. So just looking at the back panel, I'm already learning a few things. This is the back panel of the SB303 receiver. A couple things that I need to understand more is, number one is this coaxial cable. The whole switching back and forth from transmit to receive with a transmitter and a receiver, the whole relay between the two, and using one antenna to switch back and forth. So, I know it's a simple circuit, but with a transceiver, you don't have to think about this kind of stuff. But this thing does have a. It's kind of hard to zoom in here. What this is, an accessory plug. But all this stuff on the back is important when I actually, I'm planning on running this receiver with the DX100 and also the Helicrafters. I want to figure out how to run them both with a switching relay. I think that's what you do between the two. So when you transmit, you put the receiver in standby with the relay on an external relay, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't done this in a while. But anyway, I'm glad I didn't use that speaker on the Helicrafters because this thing, where is it? Yeah. This has an 8 ohm speaker. The Helicrafters was a 3.2 ohm speaker, so it's different impedance. Probably would still work, but here we go. Transmitter, standby circuitry. So yeah, all this stuff here. This looks like an external piece of something I gotta figure out. And there's guys on the internet that have that make these relay systems to switch between transmit and receive. So got to get that worked out. When I bought the DX100, the guy just shut the receiver off and put it on standby. He didn't even use one of those, but I want to kind of use it how it's kind of designed to go from transmit to receive. Anyway, so yeah, first look at the back page. It's just really amazing stuff, I like, oh, here's more circuitry. Oh my God, where's the operation? It's probably in here somewhere. Yeah, it's going to go ahead and explain all of these connections in the back. And here we go. Look at this stuff. Another amazing drawing of, what's going on with all the knobs and what the hell this stuff does. And I don't even know how to operate this thing, but I'm sure this manual will explain and help me in case of difficulty. What? That's it? No, it can't be that hard. So all this stuff here, all of these, let me see if I can read this. It's kind of hard to read. Let me zoom in here. Here we go. Well, this is nice. Everything is so it's got a basic label function knob, then it kind of explains what to do. Yeah, this is cool. So everything I need is right here. Let me see if I can scroll here. I think, yeah, here we go. Yeah. Calibrating the knob to 0, set button, all that. Yeah, and it just explains what these things are and what they do. Yeah, that's cool. Very good. And good for, back in the day, you probably would have to get out a magnifying glass to read all this stuff. But yeah, really nice manual. And the receiver I have has got it looks like all of the original Heathkit knobs on it. So it's pretty decent. So everything is here. This is some really, we can zoom out here. Some really good stuff here. It's really a nice manual. So yeah, another work in progress. I think maybe there might be some repairing I need to get done to have this. I'm not sure if the mechanical devices behind the knobs here are working properly. If there's some kind of like a drive belt that goes from this knob to actually turn this dial thingy. I don't know. So there's some repair, but luckily Heathkit, there's a lot that I can find out online. And so yeah, there you go. There's the SB303 manual, just real quick. Like this is another, activity for me to do in my, it's a hobby. So I think maybe like over here, we'll probably set this up here as like the ham radio, maybe have a little workbench in here. So I think this whole area is just gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna seem weird. You walk in here like, what's all this crap over here? Well, it's ham radio, but I think it's gonna also include some kind of workbench area, which if I'm gonna be working on this old equipment, it's gonna be a learning process, and probably piece by piece, add some test equipment, oscilloscopes, I don't know, whatever you need to keep these radios going. It's gonna be a learning process, and it might be a good opportunity for me to kind of network and reach out to people, which I don't like doing, but in this case, actually Facebook has some groups you can get on for ham radio. I'm on a few of them. So Facebook is actually a pretty good thing to also be doing, and to find some groups. There's a lot of Heathkit Facebook groups on there, and old radio amplifiers. It goes on and on and on. A lot of ham radio resources actually on Facebook, so that's good. That's it, folks. SB303. Have a good one. 73s and 24s from your old pals. CLG. Yeah.